16-year-old rubber Hot Toys bodies. See how they've held up. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to Metamorphic Customs, and let's get right into it here. This, when I say I've been collecting Hot Toys for a while, you know, that means for me since about 2007, right? But this was actually my second Hot Toys figure that I purchased probably around either 2008, 2009, whenever this guy came out. What we want to take a look at is the rubber. Let's start off by looking at some of the joints. This is the rubber, silicone, whatever it may be, TPR, thermoplastic rubber, that Hot Toys was using back in 2009, 2008. But let's start bending some stuff. Well, I already bent it there, right? Not supposed to bend it, but let's bend it at the elbows, right? Let's go ahead. Some of the joints might actually be loose, but there you go. We'll keep it there. Actually, not too loose at all. Do that. Okay, so I'm gonna bend this one, see if there's any cracks around here. And there's not. There is dust though. I apologize for that, guys. We're gonna bend this leg. Sorry, can't see it. Bend this leg here. Bend here. There. I'm trying to get some extreme poses here. Now, as I do that, let me bend this one. And bring that leg here. You really start to see the size of this guy. Put this elbow here. That elbow there. And just leaving him there. I mean, there's no cracks really starting to form, right? I don't know if you guys can see anything in the video as I'm doing this, but I don't see anything popping up. Feel free to take a close look or even pause the video and point something out. If you see anything, please do so. And these are part of the molding there. Great paint work. The paint work, I gotta be honest, the paint work in certain areas, like maybe, I don't know if you guys can tell, but in this arm here, it seems a little dull. And I think that's, again, because I had it outside of the sealed detolf. And the dust probably affects it. If I'm pretty sure if I get a damp cloth and kind of just go at it, or not even a damp cloth, maybe some of that Shinichi grease will come in handy here just to moisturize it a little bit so it can bring some of that life back. But check out the translucent areas here. This is all translucent here. Yes, obviously the dome is translucent as it's supposed to be, right? But so is this area, and so is here at the arms. You can kind of see through to a bone structure underneath, which is really neat. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's pretty cool. Even the dome is again translucent, but so is this area here, right? It's just pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the last rubber piece. This is a known failure area, and it's these little ligaments or tendons, whatever this is, right here. See, and the reason they fail, right, is because there's a switch back here. There you go. And the point is, you got the inner mouth that comes in, and as it comes in, this stretches, right? Now, mine are still seem perfectly connected. We'll take a look at the other side. Get this arm out of the way. Right. Seems fine to me. Now, granted, what I'm not going to do, see, when you do that, right? All right, and it goes all the way. I'm not gonna leave it like that, right? Like, I'm not trying to purposely find the most torturous. This isn't a torture test, right? Torturous position where I can leave this in just to watch it break, right? If I leave it like that, will it break? Maybe. But I'm not gonna pose it like that. It's a cool feature. I'm glad they included that, so I can do that, right? It's a cool little gimmick, right? But I'm not gonna leave it. I don't even know if you can stay in that pose. I think that's as far as it goes, but good condition. So here's where you actually see, if you look through here, right? That's where you see, obviously, it's not a complete suit. The rubber is here, right? Rubber's here. And of course, obviously, there's rubber going all the way up here. This is hard here, but this is rubber. The biceps, or the front of the biceps, and the tricep is rubber. So is this. Shoulder is rubber, but then where it connects, obviously, in here. See that? And there, that's where you have the ball peg that goes into the arm. And the joints aren't bad. There's some that are a little loose. I think this arm was, yeah, I would say that's, yeah, that's loose. I would say that's loose. Yeah, it's not holding it right there, so that's loose. This one's good. Leg's not too bad. It's not ratcheted. You can hear that it's not ratcheted, right? Still a great figure. Cool. All right, let's move on to the Big Chap, which was technically the behind-the-scenes name for the suit and the character as they were filming the Alien movie. Let's take a look at the actual figure. Again, another rubber suit body. Now the rubber goes down all the way from under, yeah. This rib cage, is exoskeleton, if you will, is hard plastic here, right? This is what I'm pressing on, this hard plastic, but then right underneath that here, that's where the rubber starts, right? So the rubber comes down under the rib cage right through and goes all the way down. The legs, unlike the figure you just saw, the dog alien, right, from Alien 3, the Big Chap, there is no separation here, right? It is a whole rubber suit, right? There's no separation at the knees. It is the whole rubber suit, right? We're gonna articulate it. Then you finally have a separation here at the feet, where, yeah, the feet do plug in. Now going to the back before we go to the upper body, right? The tail is that soft plastic with a wire inside it, right? I wouldn't say this is rubber, maybe it is, but it's definitely a soft plastic that you can pose, right? Like many of the tails. And that adheres to the bottom of, well, the butt. No other way to say that. But that's pretty cool. Some nice attention to detail into Giger's original design, although they did take artistic liberties, but still. Now this is hard plastic, as you can imagine, these tubes at the back, because they connect to the hard plastic that is the rib cage, the exoskeleton. So is this, as you can imagine, and of course the head is hard plastic back here. This is soft rubber, right? This is all mushy soft rubber, including this all the way down, right? And then of course the dome, yep, there is a huge crack there, we'll get there, is hard plastic. Now this is hard plastic up here, and it's hard plastic, again, part of the rib cage. And then you've got the arms that are rubber all the way from here. No exposed joints there, right? Obviously there's a joint in the armature underneath, right? But that's also a problem, right? So this is all rubber up into the hand, and yes, this is another stage diver for me. Apparently my favorite figures from my favorite movies are the ones that receive all the damage. This guy has definitely been in a detolf, but during one of my diorama videos, in which I made an alien hive backdrop, or I should say alien juggernaut ship backdrop, I used this guy during the filming and picture process just to get a thumbnail for that video, and during that process I dropped him, or he took a stage dive off the display, and the hand broke at the peg, and unfortunately that's not that big of a deal, because as you can see, the hand still fits in there because of the rubber suit. Thank you, rubber suit body. But unfortunately he got this gnarly crack here in the most visible area possible, and that sucks, but my fault, whatever. Anyhow, let's start bending some of these parts here. In these 90-degree angles, which I never recommend for silicone bodies, rubber suits, right? Don't. You can still articulate it, get subtle articulation. That's what's perfect about these guys, right? Wow. Still holds a great pose. Doesn't go very far. Oh no, yeah, there you go. Double jointed, right? No breaks there in the rubber. Now, of course, this is ball joint. I think it's a ball joint. Yeah. Plugs in there. All right. And then this is rubber. Let's take a look at the mouth, like as we did with the other one. Ligament stretch, but do not break. Same thing on this side. Still intact. Very cool design. They did take artistic liberty in how the shape of the skull on the inside and the shape of the head. That's not truly Giger's original design, but whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about. Couldn't help myself. The point is, the rubber suit is still in great shape. There's no cracks. There's no, nothing. And this is, to me, is much cooler than just having a figure that has hard plastic and supposedly lasts longer. And you can see all the joints, and even if you can hide the joints, I'll tell you why. It's not that I'm against such figures. I'm just against Hot Toys making those kind of figures. My point is, that's why we have NECA. I'm not against it. I love this figure. This is a hard plastic figure from NECA. This is the Alien Queen, obviously, right? With the posable tail. It's got the wire in it, so softer plastic here, but the rest of it's hard plastic, and they did their best to hide the joints. I mean, you see some of the joints there, right? My point is, the paint work on this, the wash and the dry brush that they gave it, plus the different color tones. They've got gold color tones. You probably can't pick that up. Let's get rid of that stand. Probably can't pick that up here, but it's got gold color tones in certain areas. Look at that. Very nice detail. Great sculpting detail. Great use of a wash and the blues, and I mean, they make it work. It's great. It was also $120 US back when it came out. Now, it's still in back order, but you can technically order it, and the price is still about $120, $125 US to this day. I mean, look at the size of this. If you compare it to Mr. Big Chap over here. So why am I going to pay $300 US or even $270 US for a hard plastic figure with well-hidden joints from Hot Toys? Like, that's what I expect from NECA. NECA could do that, and NECA does it very well, and Hot Toys can do it really well. They're awesome, but I kind of want them to do something else. I want them to do it like, hey, take it to the next level, Hot Toys, hide those joints. If the rubber bodies are a problem, then start research other things, other materials that you can use that you can still hide the joints, right? It's got to be some kind of rubber or silicone, right? But research one that is long-lasting and won't crack when left in extreme positions, right? So that you can stand out from NECA. Because otherwise, if you're just going to give me hard plastic, I'm just going to go with NECA. Granted, the scale is smaller, but I'm okay with that. Speaking of size, you can't say, well, the reason Hot Toys is more expensive, even though it's hard plastic, is, well, it's the size. Really? Because NECA's done quarter scale Big Chaps and Alien figures and Predator figures, and they've all been under $200. So again, that's why I think Hot Toys, I'm always saying, hey, you need the rubber bodies or an equivalent to hide the joints to really make it stand out. And yes, I think joint hiding, it's an event now, joint hiding, is important. So tell me what you think. Let me know if you agree, disagree. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of disagreements here, and that's fine. I knew that going into it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what this is, how it's held up, but also why I think we really need Hot Toys to either do rubber bodies or some other mechanism, right, to really hide the joints and take it back. Anyhow, please go ahead, give me a like if you liked the video, or a dislike lets me know what kind of content you want to see. And if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to get more videos like this, either updates on figures, important topics that are discussed in the community, or diorama videos, which is mainly what I do and need to get back to pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay crafted.